starting to feel better, strangely. I'm still hacking phlegm out of my lungs like a motherfucker. It's very violent, but I am doing better. Kind of getting my creativity back.
Yeah, she's very nervous about pleasing me.
Yes.
It's interesting how primitive her is.
So I've been ill for 2 weeks. 2 solid weeks. I'm still ill. Not better. Still hacking phlegm out of my lungs, which is really painful and scary and weird. So I was basically awake for, I feel like I was awake for like a week, and I was keeping Thoth awake because it was just every time I'd go to bed I'd start hacking out my lungs. And I didn't have medication until like 3 days ago because I hate medication. Mimi. No. And so I spent like the first week being all fevery. I definitely had a really bad fever for maybe 24 hours. And Thoth helped me through. I was in bed for, 48 hours or something, just unable to move. Fevers are really weird when you're in them because you feel really just incapacitated. And that's what I felt for 24, 48 hours. It's just so hot, so cold, so just fucked up. And Thoth put a cold pack on my head and all over my chest and my arms and my body and helped that way. Nope. She's biting my toes. So that happened, and then all the time I was hacking and coughing really badly, and my lungs have felt really broken by this illness. No, it's just been really damaged by so much coughing and so much phlegm. I'm definitely not better yet. What are you doing? Stupid. But I just been trying to sleep as much as I can. That's the only thing I can really do to get better. So I had fever. And just been feeling totally delusionally crazy because I've not been getting enough sleep. I'm finally getting better sleep finally after 2 weeks. Sleeping for like 6-7 hours straight without waking up. And Thoth had to establish a bed on the floor over the last 4 or 5 days just in order to be able to sleep, because it's not only that I've kept him awake by this horrible death-like coughing, but with shaking the bed when I'm getting the phlegm out of my lungs. And the bed is very shaky. So it's helped him sleep, sort of, but it's still hard to sleep on the floor, I think. And I think last night he had a seizure. So that's something. I didn't hear it because I was probably just dead asleep or something. What are you doing? What are you doing? But the last couple of days I've been taking antibiotics and some really intense anti-mucus medication to help me get this phlegm out of my lungs, because it's just been so deeply, like it's deep, deep, deep in my lungs. So we've established a routine of taking it every morning. Not morning, I take probiotics in the morning to help me with the antibiotics. Because antibiotics have caused everything to happen. It's caused me to like hack up my lungs, but also it's caused me to like vomit really violently, dry heaving, lots of diarrhea, just lots of really icky crap coming out of my every part of my body. It's just killing everything. And I haven't taken antibiotics since I was a little kid. You know, I'm very much against taking very extreme medication unless I'm in an extreme emergency, that's what it's felt like it's been happening. And I literally would say that I felt very much like I'm dying. Because the feeling of like drowning in your own lung fluid is really, it feels like you're drowning. And every night when I go to sleep, that's what happens, is I start to hack up my lungs and choke on my phlegm for at least an hour before I'm able to settle down. And then I go to sleep, and I would have these horrible nightmares because once I started taking this medication, one of them was like a stimulant to help you. It helps you open your lung capacity up so you can get this medicine in you. And it was making me hallucinate and see things and hear things, and I would be really hyper at night when it was time to go to bed. I'd like be exercising at 8 o'clock at night when my body was so tired. But I was just overstimulated by this medicine. So we went to the doctor like 3 days, was it 3 days ago now? 3 days ago. Are you tired? I'm tired too. So Thought took me to the clinic down the street a few days ago to get me diagnosed with what was actually happening to me and get me some medicine to help me. And I was really scared going to the clinic because in America, you go to the clinic, you spend hundreds of dollars, and they just give you a bunch of pills that make you all fucked up. Here it was kind of similar, but here it was kind of a similar experience, but the clinic was empty. There was nobody there except for me and Thoth, and the doctor was so sweet. She was so kind, and it was almost like she was aware that you'd probably be put off and scared by being in a doctor's office. And of course, they're Balinese, so they're incredibly sweet and friendly and helpful. So, and basically like a day or so before that, I shaved my head because I was lying in bed just, the last several days of me just having to take care of my own body has been really hard, like cleaning my body, washing my hair, and I've been particularly disgusting feeling because I'm throwing up and having all these things coming out of my body that are just so gross. So washing my hair, even my hair style, which is it's not a full head of hair. It's like a mohawk type thing. It was really hard to take care of. So, shave my head just to want to give myself a new look and see how it would feel, and it feels great. I love it. It's very nice, and it makes me feel very clean. And then I can do these interesting experimental looks with headdresses and stuff, and it's really fun. It makes me feel like a little alien. So the last few nights when we've gone out I've managed to be able to go out to dinner and stuff, and I have this weird bald head and my multiple earrings and crazy headdresses, which makes me feel even more like a little lonely freak, which is what I feel like. So it almost feels like I'm embracing the fact that I'm just this lonely little freak that nobody understands except for this guy, this one right here, which has kind of been nice. So once I started taking the medicine, I actually had to go to the pharmacy several nights ago, like maybe on the 5th or 6th night of having been coughing, because it would be like the nighttime would come and I'd lie down and I'd just start hacking in a really death-like, horrible way, and I couldn't sleep. So, and back then Thoth was sleeping with me, so I was not only afraid about me being able to sleep, I actually have a huge amount of anxiety around sleeping. I have a lot of fear because I've family history of all my family takes sleeping pills, including my twin sister. She takes sleeping pills. My mother did, my father does, grandparents, everybody has trouble sleeping. So I have a lot of fear and anxiety around sleeping, naturally. And over the years with traveling, moving to new places, it's always the biggest problem is I won't sleep for the first couple of nights. Like we'll travel, go somewhere new, and then we're in a new place and I can't sleep for a while. That's another reason why we've kind of settled down into one place, is so that I can get good sleep every night. But I tend not to anyway because I can freak out about stuff. So I've had a lot of anxiety about sleeping and recently because sleeping has been really hard with coughing and everything. And Thoth had to make his own. We had to get a mattress for him and set up a bed for him on the floor so that he could at least get some sleep of his own. Because we've known he's been in the state of preparing for going to be having seizures, which we're pretty sure he had a seizure last night, but I wasn't awake and I didn't hear it. He seems like he bit his lip and, he's tired and physically tired and all that, so it's all the signs are there that he had it, but we don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure he did. So, but that's been something else we've been aware that he's going to be having seizures, and I need to be able to get good sleep so I can help him. Because if I'm delusionally tired, then I'm not going to be able to do anything to help him. And he needs to be able to sleep as well as he can during that process because he's so... It really fucks him up, naturally. So that's happening too. And we'll see if he goes into his ecstasy and all that stuff in addition. Or if he has more seizures. He might have another one during his nap. Mimi, it's Moji. Moji woo. What are you doing? It tickles me. It tickles me. It tickles me. To licky the toesies. To lick on the toesies. Tickly. 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 So, that's kind of what's going on right now. I'm starting to feel better, but I'm also I'll wake up and I'll feel better. Like this morning I got up at 6, I actually got up before Thoth to use the bathroom and everything, and I was thinking I'd actually get up and start the day and work out and do everything as normal because I was actually had a good sleep and felt more like myself, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I could relapse so easily, and then I'd start all over again. So I went back to sleep until 10:30. Thoth had already done his walkabout and his workout and his morning talk that he does now every morning. So he's really tired too. But he's taken really, really, really good care. He's an amazing caretaker. He's an amazing little nurse for me. Last night he made me the most wonderful simple little dinner. Oh. But yeah, last night he made me the most wonderful grilled cheese sandwich with some chicken and the leftover soup I had from lunch that I ate without throwing up or feeling really shitty afterwards. So, and one of the things that's the hardest about being ill, with this illness, it's been a feeling that I'm never going to heal from it. I'm just always going to be sick for the rest of my life, or I'm going to die from it, which I've not felt before. I get sick. I get sick more than Thoth never gets sick. He hasn't caught my illness. Strangely, I don't even know why. But he really never gets my illnesses. When we were in Istanbul, I got sick twice, and the same illness twice, and he never caught it. And he's there with me, taking care of me, and he doesn't get sick. It's weird. But he made me a wonderful dinner last night and takes care of me and kind of tells me just stay in bed, just relax, don't push yourself, I said, I slept in today. He said, good, just stay in bed. You're going to be fine. Everything's okay. I love you. It's just an amazingly wonderful partner, supportive. And like when I shaved my head, he didn't even notice. I like had this whole thing on and was dressed up to dinner. And I was like, do I look different? Do you like my look? And he was like, I was like, see? He's so funny.